Let's find out. Suspect hidden chats? Unveil them with new tricks, and a pro can deepen your insight. Hey everyone, today we're tackling that gut feeling when something feels off in your relationship, especially when it comes to phone habits. We'll cover tech signs of hidden conversations. The goal is clarity, not conflict. If you're feeling uneasy, you're not alone. Let's walk through this together. Ready? Let's dive in. So, first things first. Before you start investigating, consider getting professional help. When emotions run high, it's easy to misinterpret tech clues and make things worse. Experts like adamcybersecurities at gmail.com can help you understand what you're seeing, legally and ethically. They know the boundaries and can guide you without risking your relationship or breaking the law. Think of it like going to a doctor for a delicate operation. Trust the pros. Take a breath and reach out for real answers, not more drama. Let's get into a techie sign: data packet delays. Hidden chat apps can slow down a phone's internet, causing videos to buffer or web pages to lag, especially during late-night texting. It's a subtle clue, but don't jump to conclusions. Bad Wi-Fi can do the same. Look for consistent slowdowns when they're deep in their phone. It's just one piece of the puzzle, not proof. If you notice this along with other odd behaviors, keep it in mind. Sometimes these small hiccups point to something hidden. Next up, battery drain. It's a problem that frustrates almost everyone, but sometimes it can be more than just an inconvenience. If you notice your phone's battery percentage dropping much faster than usual, especially when you haven't changed your habits, it could be a sign of something unusual happening in the background. The first step is to check your battery usage in the settings menu. This section shows you exactly which apps are using the most power and when. If you see a sudden spike in battery drain, it's worth investigating further. Secret chat apps, or apps designed to hide their activity, often run quietly in the background. They can keep your phone's processor busy and drain your battery even when you think your phone is idle or the screen is off. If you spot an unfamiliar app or one you don't remember installing using a lot of battery, that's a definite red flag. Sometimes, these apps have generic names or icons that make them easy to overlook. Of course, not every battery drain is suspicious. Software updates, playing games, or using resource-heavy apps like video editors can also cause your battery to drop quickly. Charging habits and even temperature can play a role. That's why context is so important. Ask yourself, is this a new problem, or has it been happening for a while? Does it line up with other strange behaviors like odd notifications or unexplained data usage? On its own, rapid battery drain isn't proof of anything sinister. But when you combine it with other clues, like unfamiliar apps, strange messages, or changes in phone performance, it's definitely worth paying attention to. So don't just look for one-off issues. Watch for patterns over time and keep track of anything that seems out of the ordinary. Staying alert can help you spot problems before they get worse. Here's a clever one: cloud sync times. Most people don't realize that their devices are constantly communicating with the cloud, quietly updating and backing up data in the background. These syncs leave behind a digital trail, and if you know where to look, you can uncover some interesting clues about device activity. Many apps sync data to the cloud, and you can check when this last happened. Just open the app's settings or your device's cloud account to see the most recent sync times. This information is often overlooked, but it can be surprisingly revealing. If you notice late-night or unexplained syncs on Google Drive or iCloud, especially at odd hours when the phone supposedly wasn't in use, that's a red flag. It could mean someone was using the device in secret, or that an app was running in the background without their knowledge. Secret chat apps and privacy-focused messengers may save hidden files or backups to the cloud, which can trigger these syncs. Even if the files themselves are invisible or encrypted, the sync activity itself is a clue that something was happening behind the scenes. You won't see the actual files, but you'll see the digital footprint they leave behind: timestamps, activity logs, and sync notifications that don't quite add up. It's not foolproof. Sometimes apps sync randomly or due to automatic updates, but if you spot repeated, unexplained syncs, especially at strange times, it's a quiet alarm bell worth investigating further. So, pay close attention to unexplained activity in your cloud sync logs. Sometimes, the smallest digital clues can reveal the biggest secrets. This one's advanced: encrypted traffic patterns. Unlike regular data, encrypted traffic is designed to be unreadable, but it still leaves behind a unique digital signature. Think of it as a secret conversation happening in plain sight, where you can't hear the words, but you can see the rhythm and flow. Secure chat apps like Signal or WhatsApp send constant streams of scrambled data, which can look unusual on a Wi-Fi network. These apps are always working in the background, sending and receiving encrypted messages, even when you're not actively chatting. This creates a steady, persistent flow of data that stands out from normal web browsing or video streaming. You can't read the data itself, but a pro can spot the pattern of heavy, continuous encryption. They look for things like consistent packet sizes, regular intervals, and a lack of readable content. These are telltale signs that something secret is being transmitted, even if the actual message remains hidden. This kind of analysis requires special tools and technical know-how, and it should only be done legally, on your own network or with proper authorization. Attempting to monitor encrypted traffic without permission can cross ethical and legal boundaries. If a device suddenly starts sending lots of encrypted data, especially at odd hours or when it's supposed to be idle, it could mean secret communication or even a security breach. This spike in activity is a red flag that something unusual is happening behind the scenes. Don't try this alone. Let an expert like adamcybersecurities at gmail.com handle it. Cybersecurity professionals have the experience and tools to investigate safely, without putting your privacy or your network at risk. It's a strong clue, but must be approached carefully. Jumping to conclusions can lead to mistakes, so it's important to analyze the situation thoroughly and consult with professionals before taking action. Sometimes, the digital hum is the biggest giveaway, a subtle, persistent presence that hints at hidden activity beneath the surface of your network. We've covered a lot, from battery drains to encrypted traffic. Digital clues are out there, but the most important thing is to act carefully and responsibly. Don't let suspicion ruin trust. Seek real answers, not just hunches. Professionals can help you tell the difference between a red flag and a tech glitch. If you need clarity, reach out to adamcybersecurities at gmail.com. Link in the pinned comment. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Stay safe and be kind to yourself.